Hello everybody, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and today I figured I'd bring you a review of Fjords, and this is the Grail Games, does it say down there? Yeah, it says it down there. This is the Grail Games edition of it, the newer edition, the 2022 edition. I think the game originally came out in 2005, and I can't remember by who. But anyways, this is a 2 to 4 player game. It's for 30 to 45 minutes and ages 8+. Now, the goal of the game is to control the most areas. You can see here, purple has won this game, right? But the theme, I got my trusty notes so we can kind of slide through this. The theme of this game is exploration and settlement. The Viking way is what I put down, but you're exploring, and then you're exploring by putting tiles down and putting huts down. You can watch the how to play if you want to know more about how the game works or how to play the game. But there's two phases. In the first phase, you're putting down tiles and you're putting down your huts. In the second phase, you're putting down your actual little workers around the board. Now, so like I said, the theme is exploration and settlement. Basic Viking exploration and settlement. Except for your guys aren't Vikings with horns, you're farmers, which I think is interesting because Vikings, I think, were known for going out Viking, but they were farmers and explorers in a sense, but they weren't always just going out and killing people and stealing stuff. They were doing that, but not always. All right, so the mechanics of the game is tile placement, like I said. So on your turn, you put down a tile, and optional, you put down your longhouse, and then area majority. So to win the game, you have to have the most Vikings. Well, technically they're not Vikings, right? They're Nordic people, they're farmers. You have to have the most people on the board. Now, ease of teaching, ease of play. It's really easy. The game's set up in two phases. The first phase is the exploration, which is putting the tiles down and then choosing if you want to or not to put one of your longhouses down. The second phase is just filling in your guys. Now, there's a little bit to it. I mean, there's certain things to putting down the tile, and there's certain things about how you place your people. And if you, once again, you want to know, you can check out our how to play on that. But it's very easy. It's really quick to explain to people, and I feel like people tend to pick it up pretty quickly, right? So the ease of teaching, the ease of play is pretty easy teaching, pretty easy play. I can't remember what I said. Here's the little booklet. Overall, there's 9 pages, and that goes into some of the extra rules and stuff. I think it's on page 7 or 8 is when you end the basic how to play. All right, so you also have replayability in this game. So we'll jump into that now, the replayability. So one, you're drawing tiles from this bag. It felt like it was stuck here. Drawing tiles from this little bag and you're placing them down. The way you place them down is going to change the map, right? So you have replayability there. This game originally was a 2-player game, and when they brought it back out, they, and I can't remember the name of the person, you guys will probably hate me because it's a super famous game designer, jumped in on it, and the original game designer, which I can't remember either right now, they're both well-known names in the gaming arena. But when they came in, they changed it from a 2-player to a 3 to 4 player, and in doing so, it brings more replayability, I would argue, because instead of just focusing on the other person, which I've played it majority in 2-player, the new version 2-player. With more people, you get more replayability too. I think in just 2 players is a lot of replayability because you don't know when things are going to be put down. Sorry if you guys hear my dog decide to wander around. But the replayability is in there because it's not a set board, right? You have the tiles that you place down. So I would say good replayability. Production value, good production value. This is where I would say that what we have here is the Jarl edition. This is the Jarl edition, which comes with not much shown here, actually. These bags. It comes with these bags. I believe in the the standard version, there's a bag, but it's not fancy screen printed, but it's just a picture from the box. It's beautiful art. The art's beautiful, but it's just a picture of the box. But I know I have it over here. You have like extra tiles for the fjord. These rune stones, which come in the standard as cardboard rune stones, so you get like these plastic ones. And then with the Jarl edition, there's a couple extra rune stones. These just give you ways to score extra scoring, a little bit different, add to the scoring. And also in the Jarl, you get an extra set of 2 different colors, so you can play the epic 2-player, which all that is you bring in all the tiles, even for a 3 and 4 player, because in a 2-player you don't use all the tiles. So you bring all the tiles in, and each person, I think they get 10 more farmers and maybe 4 more houses. It might be 2 more houses. I don't remember exactly on that. But production value is great. I don't know what the standard one looks like, but let me show you the back of this box. And once again, it's just the painting from the cover, it's a beautiful painting, but it's inside the box. It's inside the bottom of the box. I have a bunch of stuff in the bottom, so I'm not gonna flip that over to show you guys. But the box is a nice, decent thickness in cardboard. This cardboard, it's not paper, it's cardboard. It's not bad. The wooden meeples, I mean, they're a different shape than a regular meeple, so I always like that kind of stuff. You have your little long houses. So it's a good production. Now, the value versus cost. And I just watched a video earlier today by Board Game Co. Alex Radcliffe. I don't know. I'm sure he messes up his name. It's a lot of rad kind of names. Well, at least it's rad. Anyways, but they were talking about, he usually does a what I like, what I don't like, and what I see other people not liking. And I see that, and I've talked about how with this value versus cost, I'd rather just tell you about the game, tell you about the MSRP, and let you decide from there. Maybe give a quick, 1 or 2 word thing. So with that said, I put good for the value versus cost. Right? And it's always up to the player. I might think something's a great value for cost. Other people might be like, whatever, I don't think so. But here, let me walk through why I put good. So the standard edition is $35, which you would get almost everything I think you would see here on the table, except for these fancy bags. I think there's a bag, because you blind draw tiles, so I think there's probably a bag for tiles, just not individual bags. But $35 for the game. At $35, I think it's a really good cost versus value versus cost. Everyone puts their own value on what it costs. I tend to be a cheaper person, don't want to spend as much money. But value for cost, it is really good value for cost. Or good, we'll put good. Well, it's a good value for cost for what you get. I'm not disappointed at all. And then I got the deluxe, which MSRP is $50. But like I said, it brings in some extra gameplay. It's just extra gameplay. It brings in extra gameplay, right? Other ways to play the game. And then it has the fancier, like these plastic, they look more like rocks, the runes. They're just a little fancy. So I don't think that's that bad either. If you like Fjords, you had the original version of Fjords, you might debate getting the deluxe version to get the extra gameplay, get the extra little tokens and stuff like that. But I think it's a good value for what you're paying for. Now, is this the most crunchy, grinding game that'll take you 20 hours to complete? No. But I found that it's really fun to sit down and place your tiles and try to think of where you want to place these longhouses, right? And there is strategy. You're trying to watch. I've played this at 2-player every time I've played it, but you're watching the other person, trying to figure out how you can almost block them off with your longhouses. What's the luck of tokens coming out of the bag? How's it going to work out for you? When should you get out your longhouses? Things like that are fun. And it's a Viking-esque game because it's the Nordic people, so it's more a Norse game than a Viking game. There's no fighting, there's no raiding, but there's a thrill in trying to figure that out, but also a calmness in the play. And then in the second phase, when you're settling and you're putting your people down, there's still that, how can I cut the other person off because you want to try to hold the most area, and where's my best placement, but it's still calm, right? And it is enjoyable. So I think for $35, great. For $50, I have no problem with that. I like having the extra stuff. I was looking over it, and it's nice to have all the extra pieces. I know when Resvon gets here, she's going to want to play this in the extreme mode. I think it's called the extreme 2-player mode, where we use all the tiles. So we're going to spread all the way out, right? And we get extra people to put down. I'm willing to bet she's going to like that. I'm kind of excited about doing that. But I think it's a good cost to value to cost, for me at least. All right. With that said, would I play it again? Of course. Like I said, I buy these games. I'm sure there's going to be games I come across where I'm like, there's been a couple videos where I'm like, would I ask people to play it again? Definitely. I can't wait to play this with Resvon. I actually bought this for Resvon, but it's taken her so long to actually get here. Things are kind of going slow. But yeah, so I would ask people to play it again. I would ask people beyond Resmon to play it too. So that's kind of my review. That is my review. That's my review of Fjords by Grail Games. Almost knocked the lid over. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.